Neighbors party on weeknights until 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. I live in a master-planned HOA community. We have a noise ordinance set in place that outside noise is supposed to stop at 10 p.m. Everyone else on my street respects this for the most part. The people behind me sometimes go a little late, but they're 23 to 27 young parents of 2 toddlers who are otherwise extremely respectful, so their 30 to 45 minutes going over doesn't bother me or anyone else. The family in question, though, has massive parties. We are talking just their guests' cars take up both sides of the entire street, plus both sides of the side street between my half of the street and theirs. Anytime you go outside, there's no less than 5 to 10 people on the front patio, and sounds like another 10 to 15 people in the backyard, and at least another 10 inside the house. You can hear them if they leave the front door open. Every weekend during the summer, always 30 to 40-something people at their house. The older teens will hang out around the cars. They're loud, they're rude, they're disrespectful, and they throw their trash everywhere. One example of them being disrespectful and rude was when I was walking home with my mini pig. Yes, a hoof-having, wet-nose, oinking farm animal. She was leashed and following behind me, eating her snacks that I dropped for her. I dropped popcorn behind me to encourage her to follow along. Now, I understand different cultures have different beliefs around animals and whatnot, but these 15 to 19-year-old kids threw bottles at her when they saw her because she startled them. Also, I should add that the HOA knows about my pig. She's registered with the city, and my property is in ordinance with the city guidelines for having a pet pig. I'd have 2 if my yard were 50 square feet bigger. I scolded them firmly, but never raising my voice at them, about how that was a very cruel thing for them to do. Well, one of the adults heard me and came running over, further startled my already scared pig, and proceeds to berate me for screaming at frightened children. During the summer, we only have to deal with their crazy parties during the weekend. However, the second football season starts. Every night there's a football game on. There's a party. It's driving me absolutely insane. I work from home, so for me personally, they aren't messing up any kind of a sleep schedule or anything like that. My 12-year-old, however, he obviously has a sleep schedule where he has to be up at 6:30 in the morning for school. When the neighbors are partying until 3 a.m., 3 houses down, and it sounds like they are in our backyard, it's severely affecting him. I've sent in video proof of the noise, with timestamps to the HOA. I know several of my neighbors have as well. I've even contacted the security people we have. Personally, I have sent no less than 30 complaints and nothing has changed. Last Sunday, things escalated even further. I was again walking my pig. We live in the desert. It's too hot during the day to walk her. She will literally split a hoof and then not be able to walk for days because of the pain, and an immobile pig is an unhealthy pig. The adults started whooping and hollering, making all kinds of unnerving animalistic-type squeals, which freaked my pig out. I had to risk her feet to walk her around the long way to our house, just to avoid that house. Thankfully, it was cool enough her feet were okay. I get that we both own our homes, and sometimes this is part of home ownership. This feels so excessive and completely unnecessary. I don't know what to do anymore. I didn't take her for her walk last night because, Monday Night Football. She was so sad she didn't get to go for her walk. She just sat at the gate and whined, honked like a goose to go. I take her for a walk every single night. We don't cause a problem. She is no different than anyone else walking their dog on a leash. Well, I pick up after her, while a lot of dog owners don't. And now I feel like this house full of bullies is dictating what I do with my life and pets because of their rude behavior. The HOA has been wonderful for all other complaints, approvals, or anything else we have needed from them, so I don't understand why this issue is being completely disregarded.